Hello everyone, it's Mr Feltham again and welcome to virtual PE session number 4. Thank you for joining me again today. If you've joined the first time, welcome to the sessions. You're more than welcome to join in. As always, we're going to be doing 30 minutes of exercises. Children and parents can both join in. It's open to all. All I ask, as always, just a nice clear space. Anything in your room that could sort of cause a bit of a trip hazard, just move it to the sides. So that's chairs, tables, so you've got a nice working area in the middle. What you'll need today as well is you'll need either 2 tin cans, anything you can find in your cupboard should be fine, or 2 regular sized water bottles. That would be perfect. Also, another thing I'm going to ask for today, which I don't normally ask for, is I need you to either have a chair, okay, or a sofa nearby. So for example, if you can see next to me here, I've got a little sofa. So if you could just pull that out, or just make sure it's around. We're going to be needing that for one of the exercises today. If you don't have a sofa, what you can also use is a chair like this, just a regular chair, for one of the exercises we're going to be doing today. I'll explain those as we go along, but if you could just grab those for me, and also make sure you've got a nice drink of water to have in between exercises. Pause the video now, and make sure you've got all those things before we start. So pause me for now, get everything, and then come back and we'll start. So now if you're at this point in the video, you should have got everything. I'm going to go for a warm up, so obviously before we do exercise, get ourselves nice and warm, and then we'll make a start. Okay, so start with jump on the spot, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Always a good way to start, nice jog, just gets the heart rate up a little bit. Gets the muscles working and pumping blood around the body. Perfect. Get those arms swinging, lifting those legs up. Okay, and then the next exercise we're going to go into is going to do a curtsy drop. So we're going to cross our back leg over, put a hand on the floor, come into the middle, and we're going to go to the other side, okay? So we're reaching across our body, and we're bringing the other leg behind us. So, let's follow me now, let's go. Keep that body up nice and high. We don't want to be arching ourselves over too much. We want to keep our heads up. It's really important. Okay. Doing well, guys. And back to a jog. Keep that going, keep those knees up, pumping those arms, keep them nice and bent. Right, let's have a quick look. This is right. Okay, so now what we're going to do, bring our knees up to our elbows. So across our body, and we're just going to do a little jump just to do that, okay? So follow me, let's go. Should be touching our elbows. Well done. And back to a jog. Perfect. Doing well so far. Now we're going to go onto hands and knees for this one, so jump onto the floor for me. And we are going to bring those arms, those legs up to our arms. And we're going to do a little run. Okay, so pumping those legs up and down. Follow me now, let's go. We should be looking at our knees, just make sure we're always looking forwards to whatever's in front of us. Pick a point on your wall, anything in front of you, just focus on that. And that's fine. Okay, back to a jog. We're now going to do some box jumps. So, way that's going to work, imagine there's a tiny little box in front of us, and we're going to step up onto that box and back down, okay? Let's go. And to breathe throughout all of these exercises. It's really important just to keep that breath going. Okay, back to a jog again. We're going to just finish off with a couple of really short little sprints, 10 seconds, and I'm going to slow down to a jog for the final part of the warm-up. Right, 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds. Move those legs as quickly as we can. 3, 2, 1, back to a jog. 3, 2, 1, back to a jog again. Sprint, sorry. Let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, and jog. And then last time, 3, 2, 1. Fast as we can now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Really good work. Give yourselves now 1 minute complete rest, okay? Get yourselves a drink and we'll come back with the first set of exercises once you've had a break. Ten seconds left now, guys. You should have had your drink by now. You should be back in the working area ready to start. 3, 2, 1. Right, first exercise then was going to be doing some Spider-Man press-ups. So get into a Spider-Man position for me, like you crawl in the building. You're going to crawl forwards into a press-up. You're going to crawl backwards, go into a press-up, and keep going for the time that we're doing exercises, okay? Right, 30 seconds then. Let's get ready. Once you're ready in that Spider-Man position, and then we'll go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Crawling backwards, press up. Well done, guys, 10 seconds now. Really speed that up. I'm going to come forwards this time. Right, 2, 1, stop. Where you are. Right. Next we're going to do some squat jumps. But rather than jumping upwards, today we're going to be jumping forwards and we're going to jump backwards. So same again as our Spider-Man, we're going forwards, doing a squat, and then backwards, doing a squat, and we're going into a jump. Okay, get your breath back. 10 seconds now. Right, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Squat, then jump, squat, then jump. If you're in quite a small space doing this like me, you don't have to jump too far forwards. Obviously it's all based on the space you're doing it in. You've got lots of space. Feel free to jump as far forward and backwards as you like. Also be aware of ceiling height, because it can be quite high. We don't want to hit our heads. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and make that your last one. Right, so now we're going to go back to running on the spot, a bit like we were doing before, but once we run I'm going to say duck, and we need to duck down, okay? So we'll duck and then we'll carry on running. Ten seconds now. Always make sure we're moving around when we do exercise, because if we keep moving, that's going to keep our muscles nice and stretchy. 2, 1, let's go. So jogging, running normally, then duck down, run normally, duck down. And duck, duck down. Right, 10 seconds now, sprint, duck, sprint, duck. And stop. Okay, we're now going to do some leg crunches. So lying on our backs, we are going to extend those legs out and bring them in. So tuck those legs in, then push them out, and we're going to push them like that. Keep our heads up, support your head, and we want to keep our bodies nice and flat when we're doing this, okay? Right, 5 seconds now. And now let's go. So tucking in, pushing out, tucking in, pushing out. Five seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Finish up there. Make that your last one. Okay, last exercise for the set. We are going to be doing some leg claps. So every time we lift our leg up, we're going to clap underneath that, okay? Like that. Give yourselves 15 seconds more to rest. Grab a quick drink, maybe. 2, 1, and let's go. We'll keep that movement going, okay? So when our feet come down, hit the floor, we want to bounce back up. Okay, right, 5 seconds now. Speed it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Great work. Now that's our first set done. I'd like you now to grab yourselves 2 minutes rest, a complete break, get yourself a drink, and just get your breathing back to a normal rhythm. And after 2 minutes, we'll start again for our second set. Right, just under 30 seconds now. I'm going to go back into our second set exercises to make sure you're ready now. Should have had a drink, should be completely rested, ready to go. Right, okay, got 10 seconds. Find your spot. For this one, I mentioned that you may need a chair. I'm going to start off with that exercise to start with. So, if you've got yourself a sofa, I'd like you to find it. I'd like you to find the edge. If you haven't got a sofa, like I said, get your chair out and we'll do it that way. So, let's go straight into that first exercise, fellow rest. We're going to put our toe on the top, bring that front leg out, try that again, and we're going to squat forwards, that front leg on the floor going down, till we get nearly touch the floor. Then we're going to come up, come down, and we're going to come up. Okay, so you're balancing on that backwards toe. So let's get ready. Make sure you're in a nice balanced position, okay? So you're not going to fall over. Show me, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. And then you get a nice rhythm going. Keep it going. If your toe slips off for any reason, just get back up and carry on counting how many you've done. Keep going. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. 30 seconds. So for the next exercise, we're just going to do the other leg now. Same exercise again, just the opposite side. So you might want to get ready. Move that forwards, perhaps a bit. Three, 2, 1, and let's go. Well done, and hold it there, that's good. Good work. Okay. Right, so give yourself a break. We're now going to do our dip and dive. So for this exercise, you're going to want to come onto the floor, support yourself, hands and knees, and then from this position, bottom arm high in the air, you're going to push forwards until your tummy is almost sitting on the floor with your hips. Then you're going to come up and you do the same thing again. Right, 5 seconds now. Just follow along with me for this one. And let's go. Keep an eye on tiptoes all times. So what's going to help us get back up into that tall position. Right. 2, 1. And stop there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a rotating plank. So on the floor, what we're going to do is get into our plank position, hands and knees. But what we're going to do is we're going to lift up this left hand and we're going to open it up to our sides. We're going to rotate our upper body so I'm facing towards you, and come back down to the floor, rotate back up again, twist and come back down. Then after that, we'll do the same on the other side. Right, 5, 4, plank position now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Back to the floor and rotate. Great work. 5 seconds now. So keep this going. Only 5 seconds left. And finish up there. I'm going to come to my other side now because I want to go onto my right. Okay, so if you started on the left like me, you should now be this side with your right facing camera. If you're on your left, you need to be coming from your left arm. Right. So get into that position for me. You've got 10 seconds left before we start. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your last one and hold. Perfect. Okay then, that's it for our second set of exercises. So very well done. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, cool, done all of those. So give yourself a break for 2 minutes. Come back for the third set. Right, got 1 minute left, but I'd like to set up our next exercise because we'll need some of our equipment again. I'd like to get your 2 water bottles, your 2 tin cans. I'd like to place one slightly further away from you down the room, and then I'd like you to put one kind of just behind you, and I'd like to stand just in the middle of the 2 water bottles. Just make sure you can see it. So you just see the top of it. I'll move back a bit more. Okay, should be able to see that now. Yeah, you can just see the top. Perfect. Right, 10 seconds now. Okay. 1, and stop there. Right, so what we're going to be doing is going to be doing some little shuttle runs between the 2 water bottles. So make sure you've got a nice space going forwards and backwards, and nothing's in the way. What we're going to do is going to shuffle sideways. When we come to the front, we're going to punch, we're going to kick, and we're going to move backwards. We're going to change over to our other side. We're going to do a punch and a kick. So each time we're swapping around to the different sides, okay? So you're using different arm, different leg each time. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Punch, kick, change around, punch, kick, punch, kick, kick, punch, kick, well done, got 5 seconds now, so you really speed it up. Kick and stop there. Okay, now what we're going to do, grab those bottles, and we're now going to go into our next exercise, which is going to be our side raises, okay? But when we do a side raise, what we're going to do is we're going to step to the side into a squat. I'm going to keep this movement going, side to side. Remember with this, we should have our arms nice and straight when we raise them, keep them in line with our body. And now, let's go. Make sure we get nice and deep into that squat to really sit down into that chair. Okay, and we're at your last one. Right, so from side raises to front raises. We're going to do some front raises. When we do that, we're going to come forward into a squat, lift those bottles up, and then squat, lunge, sorry, and lift those ones up. Okay? Right, 15 seconds still to get your breath back. Get yourselves ready. Right, and now let's go. So we're going right up to your chest, and then back down, and then down to your sides, up to your chest, and keep going. Okay, and 3's there. Okay, and then for this next one, we're going to be doing some lawnmower pulls. So you're going to start, okay, one arm up above, and the opposite is going to be down touching the floor. And then what I want you to do is I want you to pull that arm back and drop the other. So you're pulling one up and you're pushing one down. Okay, right, let's get ready then. Okay, so once we do one side, we're going to do the other, and then we're going to swap round each time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. That's it. So opposite one each time. Twist that body away from your arm. Right, 3, 2, speed up, 1, and stop. Whew. Right. Now what we're going to do, final exercise, so we work really hard on this one for me, is going to be our battle rope waves. So we don't have a battle rope with us. You'd normally find it in the gym, but today, because we're at home, we're going to be using the water bottles again. Okay, so being really practical with what we've got, we're going to get into a nice little squat position, and we're going to swing those arms like this, okay? And at the same time, we're going to, make sure the lid's closed on those. Might be a good idea to spill some water on my carpet, that's a good idea. So I use the cans for this one, be on the safe side. Right, and then I'm going to move my legs, and I'm going to move my arms. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sit. Keep going, great work. Last exercise of the day, let's do it our best. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Really good work there, I'm really impressed with today. Quite a hard session. I know it's quite dynamic, lots of movement, but now we're just going to slow our breathing down and we're going to do some stretching. Right, so just to begin with, we're just going to start by opening up the chest, bring those arms behind, and we're going to rotate to the middle. So keep those arms nice and wide apart. We're going to bring that chest forwards, and then we're just going to swing our arms forwards, opposite arm on the top each time, so my right and my left. Don't keep those arms too tight, let them sort of fall across your body, quite relaxed. Then we're going to do, what we're going to do now is we're going to work our bicep muscles, just stretch them. Is we're going to lift one hand in front, we're going to hold the tips of our fingers, keep that arm nice and straight, we're going to pull the fingers down, okay? So about here, so point towards the floor, you feel a little stretch in your bicep muscle, this muscle here, inside your arm. Okay, then we're going to change over this time we should just spend getting our breathing back down to normal. So if you're breathing quite fast, just think of consciously just slowing your breathing down, trying to really slow it down. Okay, and then we're just going to finish off just doing some lazy dolls. Stand up high, and then we're going to fall to the floor. Reach up, and down, and one more. And then just quickly, I'd like you just to bring your legs apart like this, as far as you can, and then just come down to the floor, walk forwards for me, and then just rest those hands on the floor like that. We've been doing quite a lot of squats today, so we're going to just stretch the glutes, which are in our bottom, just so we don't get too stiff. Walk your hands back. Okay, and then that's done. Thank you for joining in today, guys. Got one more session coming up for us pretty soon, so please stay. Keep your eyes out on the Premier Dorset and Wiltshire YouTube channel for the next episode, number 5. That's going to be our last one. So I hope I can see you for that. Have a good day.